Coming off the back of a very successful air show and some great half-year results, Emirates seems to have got its swagger back. We look at this on today's edition of Inside AB. Okay, I'm Jeremy Lawrence. I'm joined by Shayan Shakeel. Shay, you interviewed Tim Clark recently, and he told you about how Emirates is bouncing back. Tell us how they're doing it.
Well, Emirates had a historic drop in profits in the full year results that came out in March. Airline profits fell 75%, group profits fell 68%. And as Tim Clark said, the rest of the world was saying, oh, this is the beginning of the end. But he was quite bullish about it and made it a point to think again.
Okay. And of course, things are improving. Tell us why. You've got this quote here, the wonderful era of digitalization.
Absolutely. Tim Clark is really pushing for digitalization at Emirates. I mean, pilots are using eye tracking technology for training. Cabin crew are taking lunch and dinner orders with tablets, and they're even, autonomous vehicles for helping ground support.
Okay. But more far-reaching than that is the drive for big data, know your audience. He said 1.2 million people flying with Emirates every week, so they're collecting masses of information about its passengers that they can use to provide better services and sell more seats.
Absolutely, and that massive information is exactly what Emirates says has helped it learn what its customers want, when they want it, why they want it, and what they do with it when they get it. It's gotten to the point where Emirates now knows that if you don't book a ticket on its website, it knows what to do to get you to book.
Wow, wow. And of course, it's paying off.
Right, and their half-year results came out this November, and it's a massive improvement. Profits rose by 75% and 111% at the group and airline respectively. So great stuff. It's turning around.
Okay, okay. 4.6 million, 462 million profit there for 2017-2018. Big numbers.
Yeah, and I think that will prove quite instrumental as Emirates moves forward, especially with the ways it wants to streamline operations and make itself a lean and hungry machine.
Okay, to quote Tim Clark again.
Yeah.
Cutting out the middleman, this was a big part of your story. Tell us what he meant by that, Tim Clark, when he said this.
Well, he wants to shorten the distance between the airline and the consumer. He says it's a B2C business, not a B2B business. But it has to work with the B2Bs because of the travel agencies and the software companies that arm the travel agencies with Emirates' inventory.
And he doesn't like that?
No, he hasn't liked it for 10 years, and he wants to get rid of them in the next 5.
Wow, wow. And how's he going to do that?
Well, they have so much information now that he says that Emirates can do better what they did ever. Okay,
okay. And he's not just talking about the travel agencies either, is he? I mean, look at this quote. This is Emirates you're talking about, and we will never be commoditized, subsumed, or subjugated by some other overarching global brand. And he's talking about Google. I mean, he's taking on the big guns.
It's a scathing indictment, fighting words, and he's not backing down. I mean, Google wants to turn them into a seller of seats, and Tim Clark has been at Emirates since the beginning. He's been president since 2003. He's not going to let that happen. Okay, he's not going to be put in a box.
Exactly. Okay. He talked about his competitors, said game on. Who does he mean by those people?
Well, there has been talk about a lot of things that are affecting the airline industry. I mean, just in terms of aircraft, there's ultra long haul, low cost carriers. There's airline companies in the Middle East that are trying to mimic the Fly Dubai Emirates relationship. You'll see a lot more in the next few years. So I asked Tim Clark about it, and if he was concerned, if there needs to be a readjustment in the plans and the strategy. And well, he's not concerned at all. His 2 words to that were game on.
Okay, okay. Again, fighting talk. All right, well, that was a fantastic feature there. This has been Inside AB. Please do join us tomorrow at 10 a.m. and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks a lot, Shay. I'm Jeremy. Bye.